Erika was a young mother with a bright smile and even brighter hopes for the future. She lived for her children, 7-year-old Jeremiah and 5-year-old Aaliyah. They were her world, her everything. Life wasn't always easy as a single mom, but I faced each day with strength and determination, providing for my children and showering them with love. Little did I know, my world was about to be turned upside down. What started as a seemingly ordinary shoulder pain would soon unravel the life I knew, forcing me to confront my own mortality while fighting for the future of my children.
The words hung heavy in the air, piercing through Erika's heart like shards of ice. Small cell lung carcinoma. The doctor's voice echoed in her ears, each syllable a hammer blow to her spirit. Cancer had spread throughout her body, silently and aggressively, leaving her with a terrifying prognosis. Time, once a vast and boundless expanse, was now a precious and dwindling commodity.
In the face of adversity, my maternal instincts burned brighter than ever. I knew I couldn't control the time I had left, but I could control how I spent it. My focus shifted from battling the disease to embracing life, to creating a legacy of love and memories for my children. Every laugh, every hug, every bedtime story became a precious treasure, a testament to the unbreakable bond we shared. My love for my children knew no bounds. I poured my heart and soul into making our remaining time together as normal and joyful as possible. We went on adventures, explored parks, and created countless memories that would last a lifetime. Through it all, my smile never wavered, my spirit unbroken. I was determined to shield my children from the harsh realities of my illness, to create a haven of love and laughter amidst the storm. Life was a whirlwind of school runs, work deadlines, and bedtime stories for me. My days were long, my nights short, but I wouldn't have it any other way. My children were my world, and their happiness was my sole priority. So, when a nagging pain began to develop in my shoulder, I dismissed it as just another part of my hectic life. A pulled muscle, perhaps, from carrying my little ones or juggling too many tasks at once. I popped a painkiller, rubbed some ointment on the sore spot, and carried on. As the initial shock of the diagnosis began to fade, I was faced with a daunting reality. My illness was terminal. The words echoed in my mind, a constant reminder of the limited time I had left. The doctors had given me a limited time, a ticking clock that cast a long shadow over my remaining days. Each second felt precious yet fleeting, as if sand slipping through an hourglass. The thought of leaving my children behind, of not being there to guide and protect them, filled me with an unbearable sadness. Their innocent faces, unaware of the storm ahead, haunted my thoughts. I had to find a way to secure their future, to provide for them even in my absence. Late nights became my norm, planning and preparing for a time I wouldn't be there. The weight of responsibility pressed down on me, heavy and unrelenting. It was a burden I couldn't escape, a constant pressure that kept me awake at night. How could I possibly prepare my children for a life without me? Every lesson, every word of advice, felt like a desperate attempt to leave a part of me with them. How could I shield them from the pain of my loss, the void that my absence would leave in their lives? The thought of their sorrow was almost too much to bear. I knew I couldn't erase their pain, but I could strive to ease their burden, to ensure their well-being long after I was gone. Organizing every detail, I hoped to leave them with a sense of security and love that would outlast my presence. With a mix of trepidation and hope, I clicked the Create Campaign button on the GoFundMe website. The weight of my decision pressed heavily on my shoulders, knowing that this was my last resort. My heart pounded in my chest as I typed the title, A Single Mom's Final Wish, Raising Funds for My Children's Future. Each keystroke felt like a plea, a cry for help that I hoped would resonate with others. Each word felt heavy with significance, a testament to my unwavering love for my children and the desperate circumstances I faced. I knew that every detail mattered, that my story had to touch hearts to make a difference. In the description box, I poured my heart out, sharing my story with raw honesty and vulnerability. I recounted the moments of joy and sorrow, the laughter and tears that had defined our lives. I wrote about my diagnosis, my love for my children, and my fears for their future. I wanted to paint a vivid picture of our lives, to make people understand the depth of my love and the gravity of our situation. I spoke of my desire to provide for them, to ensure their well-being long after I was gone. I wanted them to have a chance at a bright future, to chase their dreams without the burden of financial worries. Every sentence was a battle between hope and despair, a testament to a mother's unwavering love in the face of unimaginable adversity. I fought to keep my emotions in check, knowing that my words needed to be clear and compelling. I shared my dream of creating a trust fund for Jeremiah and Aaliyah, a financial safety net that would allow them to pursue their dreams and live fulfilling lives, even in my absence. I wanted them to know that their mother's love would always be with them, guiding and supporting them. I knew it was a long shot, a desperate plea in a world often overwhelmed by its own troubles. But I had to try for the sake of my children to give them a fighting chance. But for my children, I was willing to swallow my pride and ask for help, trusting that somewhere in the vast expanse of the internet, compassionate hearts would hear my story and answer my call. I believed in the kindness of strangers, in the power of community. I set a modest fundraising goal of $5,000, hoping to cover the costs of my funeral and leave a small nest egg for my children. It wasn't much, but it was a start, a glimmer of hope in our darkest hour. I understood that times were tough for many, and any amount, no matter how small, would be deeply appreciated. Every donation would be a lifeline, a beacon of hope for my children's future. With a deep breath and a silent prayer, I clicked the publish button, sending my story out into the digital ether, hoping against hope that it would find its way to kind strangers who would open their hearts and help me secure my children's future. I knew that this was just the beginning of a long journey, but I was ready to face it with courage and determination.
Section 2. An outpouring of support. Erika watched in astonishment as the donations poured in, each notification, a testament to the kindness of strangers. Within hours of launching her campaign, the initial goal of $5,000 was met and quickly surpassed. People from all walks of life from her local community and beyond were touched by her story and felt compelled to help. Messages of support, prayers, and words of encouragement flooded the comments section, creating a virtual tapestry of love and compassion that enveloped Erika and her family.
Section 3. Gratitude and Hope. Overwhelmed with emotion, Erika sat down to record a video message for her GoFundMe page, her voice thick with tears of gratitude. "Thank you," she whispered, her voice filled with raw emotion. "From the bottom of my heart, thank you." Words seemed inadequate to express the depth of her appreciation for the outpouring of support her family had received. She shared her astonishment at the amount raised, money that would not only secure her children's future but also provide her with a sense of peace in her final days. Section 1. The Unseen Battle. While the world rallied around Erika, showering her with love and financial support, a silent battle raged within her own body. The chemotherapy treatments, while initially offering a glimmer of hope, took a heavy toll. Each day became a delicate dance between battling the disease and managing the debilitating side effects. Nausea, fatigue, and a constant ache in her bones became her unwelcome companions, casting a shadow over even the brightest moments. As the cancer progressed, my body began to betray me in ways I never imagined. The disease, once a silent stalker, now made its presence known with agonizing clarity. The pain intensified, radiating through my bones, a constant reminder of its relentless grip. After months of grueling treatments and a relentless battle against my own body, I received devastating news. The cancer had spread further, defying the efforts of even the most advanced medical interventions. The treatments, once a beacon of hope, were no longer effective. Time, once a precious commodity, had dwindled to a heartbreaking few months. Faced with this heart-wrenching reality, I made the difficult decision to discontinue treatment. It was a choice born not of defeat, but of love. I chose to spend my remaining days on my own terms, free from the debilitating side effects of chemotherapy, surrounded by the people I loved most in the world. It was a choice to prioritize quality over quantity, to embrace life in its finality, and create lasting memories filled with joy, laughter, and unwavering love. I knew that my time with my children was limited, but I was determined to make every moment count. I would fill their days with adventures, laughter, and the kind of unconditional love that would sustain them long after I was gone. I wanted them to remember the warmth of my embrace, the sound of my laughter, and the stories we shared. I hoped to leave behind a legacy of love and resilience, so they would always feel my presence, even when I was no longer there. This was my way of choosing life, not just for myself, but for my children too. A life filled with love, memories, and the strength to carry on. The weight of my diagnosis settled heavily, yet I found a peculiar peace and acceptance. My days were numbered, yes, but within that finite space, there was a universe of love to share with Jeremiah and Aaliyah. Fear lingered, of course, but it no longer held me captive. I would not let it steal the precious moments remaining. Late at night, when my children slept, I poured my heart into words. Each sentence was a testament to my boundless love, each paragraph a precious gift for their future. I filled notebooks with memories, advice, and hopes for the lives they would lead.
In the sterile halls of the hospital, where the air hung heavy with anticipation and fear, Erika found solace in the most unexpected of places, the compassion of her medical team. We were more than just doctors and nurses. We were angels in scrubs, our touch gentle, our words laced with empathy and understanding.
Word of Erika's diagnosis spread like wildfire through her small community, igniting a wave of support that transcended the boundaries of friendship and acquaintance. Neighbors, once strangers who exchanged polite smiles across their lawns, now rallied around her, offering a lifeline of love and practical assistance.
Through it all, my family remained my constant, their love an unbreakable bond that transcended the boundaries of illness and mortality. My parents, their faces etched with a mixture of sadness and unwavering love, were my pillars of strength, offering a lifetime of wisdom, comfort, and unwavering support. Years later, Jeremiah and Aaliyah still feel my presence in the warmth of the sun on their faces, in the gentle breeze that whispers through the trees and the laughter of children playing in the park. They remember my stories, my laughter, and the boundless love that enveloped them like a warm embrace.